Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Daughters of Hadessah. My name is Gail, and today I want to talk about marrying up. Let's talk. Do you ever feel intimidated by somebody that you meet? You think that, oh, he has the PhD. I don't even have my associate's degree. Oh, he comes from big money. I come from the projects. Oh, he's high quality, high maintenance. I can't measure up with that. I'm just getting into feeling myself and taking care of me. This man already loves himself. What do he need me for? I don't have anything to offer him. Honey, don't you ever feel intimidated or threatened by no one. You are uniquely you, and you have characteristics and your personality, and you may just have the one thing that Mr. High Quality, Mr. PhD, Mr. Old Money don't have, and that's you. You may be the one thing that he needs in his life. Let me tell you a story from the Bible about a young lady named Hadassah. Hence my name, Daughters of Hadessah. Hadessah had a past that was not so pleasant. She lost her mother. She lost her father. Hadessah was an orphan. She was a young girl. She was a virgin. Hadessah was taken from her homeland, Israel, and brought into Persia as a slave. She was taken captive along with other Israelites into Persia. She was out of place, stripped from her homeland. And I'm quite sure she was wondering, how did I get here? What's going on? My life is a mess. How can I fix this? But see, God had a plan for Hadessah's life. It doesn't matter what her past or what her background was. The plan that God had for her was greater than her pain that she had endured in her past, not knowing how she was going to fix it. The opportunity arose with the king of Persia, Ahasuerus, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. And if not, oh well, that's what it's going to be today. Ahasuerus decided he didn't want the old queen anymore, Vashti, because Vashti had decided to disobey him and not come at his beckoning. So he was looking for 400 virgins to come and apply to become the next queen. So Hadessah, I don't think she decided to go. I think her uncle Mordecai, who was playing the role of her father now, talked her in to going and applying and competing to become the next queen. Because Hadessah had a radiance and a beauty about her that all that she came in contact with, she found favor with. She knew how to make people feel loved, appreciated. She had a tenderness, a nurturing about her, a beauty without her, not only from the physical appearance, but also from her inner core. And all that she came in contact with, she found favor with. So because she had such a characteristic, such a trait, such an attribute, such a beauty about her, Mordecai talked her into entering the pageant. As she enters, she didn't enter saying, oh, I can't do this. How am I going to become the queen? How am I going to even stand in the runnings with these other young ladies? Do you know where I come from? You know I don't have no parents. I'm a virgin, yes. But look at my life. My life is jacked up. Look at my past. I don't measure up. How can I even stand up next to the king and even try to become queen? She didn't let any of that bother her. She got into the palace, and for that year, she had a whole year to purify and to work on herself. There was a purification period where Hadessah was soaked in different types of oils. She prepared her mind, her thoughts, and trained how to act like a queen. She already had feminine characteristics, the inner beauty. She had outer beauty. But in her preparation time, she didn't waste that time worrying about how am I going to stand as a queen. Do I equal up to be a queen? How am I going to do this? What's going to happen? She didn't worry about any of that. She didn't worry about who else was in the palace with her. Them other 399 virgins, she wasn't concerned about what they was doing, what they were going to do, or how they were going to do it. She was given a team of girls. It was 7 maidens that she was given. And she talked to them. They catered to her. They prepared her. They helped to get her to where it was that she needed to be, to look like, to act like, to represent herself as a queen. So just because she had feminine qualities and beauty, she didn't just rely on her feminine qualities. She didn't just rely on her outer beauty. But she worked on herself. She worked on her attitude. Now the Bible doesn't say this, but being a feminine woman, I know that none of us come out just being feminine without having to work on our mouths, our attitudes, the eye rolling, the neck popping, the snapping of fingers and the checking, and you don't know me, and I could go hood, this, that, and the other. Got to take all of that back, walking in femininity. You don't have time to be caught up in the past and bringing the past into a new place. If there is a new kind of man that you want to date, a new kind of relationship that you want to be in, you're tired of attracting who you've been always attracting, and you're ready to attract something new, then you have to do something different to get different results. You can't keep doing the same old things and think that you're going to attract who it is that you want just because you want him, not having anything to offer him. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. This doesn't only work for women, it works for men too. You can't be a thugged out dude on a corner selling and doing whatever and ready to crack somebody upside the head because they looked at you a certain way. But you want a feminine woman. You can't be a ready to beat somebody up and scratch somebody's eyes out woman and you want a gentleman. All that drama, a real lady and a real gentleman, they're not looking to be involved, get caught up, or have somebody at their side with all of this drama. So back to Hadessah. Hadessah was in the castle, the palace, in preparation, working on herself, changing from the old to the new, and seeing herself, preparing herself to become queen. And when it was time for her to go up and stand before the king, she wasn't threatened by who he was, by what he had, by his social status, by who his family was. She wasn't intimidated or in comparison, comparing herself. I come from here and he comes from there. No, she stood in her beauty. She stood in her radiance and she was ready to become queen. Actually, she already saw herself queen. When she stood before the king didn't just see a candidate in the runnings. He saw a queen standing before him. Now, I don't know what else he saw when he saw them other 399 young ladies. But when he saw Hadessah, his breath was taken away. He was in love. He was moved and captivated by her presence that stood before him. What do you bring into an atmosphere when you are with a man? Do you stand out? Is there presence? Are you feminine? What's radiating out of you? Is there something different? You feel threatened and intimidated because you know that what's inside of you don't equal up to what this man may have to offer or what he's looking for. If you worked on you and you worked to become someone new, a new you, you don't have anything to be threatened or intimidated by. Stand up. At least give yourself the opportunity to meet, to date, to conversate, and then to take it into the next level of becoming engaged and marrying up. If you work in a hospital and you're a nurse, but he's a doctor, don't be intimidated. If he has a PhD and you don't have a degree, or you only have a certificate or an associate's degree, don't be intimidated. You might be just what he needs in his life. Another woman with a PhD may not be able to soothe and touch that soft spot, that area in that man's life to talk him down off a ledge. Another woman who's a doctor may not be able to tell that man, you're great. You do great things. You didn't get to where you are by the snap of a finger, but because you're a strong man, an alpha male, because of who you are, the greatness in you, you have become and earned, and you deserve to be and to have what you do. When he forgets, you may be the one who's able to use your femininity, your soft words to touch and remind and even heal him where he is broken. So don't look at where you are and do you level up. It's not always about leveling up. When you see these basketball celebrities, football stars, they don't be looking for somebody who has $1 million already, somebody who has this, that, and the other. They're looking for somebody who's compatible. So don't be intimidated by a brother just because of what he has. If you sincerely looking for love, looking to be a queen, looking to give and not just take, you'll find your blessing. And even with me having my tattoo from my past, they say, oh, a gentleman don't want a woman all tatted up with all these tattoos. I have one. And the tattoo where I chose to get it, I'm not pleased with it. But I don't hide it because it's a part of who I am. And I'm still a lady, tattooed and all. I'm still feminine, tattooed and all. And it's not so much that I'm looking for somebody to choose me only, because I have a choice in who I choose. And if a brother can't accept me because I have a tattoo, and he feels like I'm less than because I have a tattoo, then he don't deserve me either. So, don't be intimidated, ladies. Don't be intimidated to date, to conversate, to get to know a man who's in a higher status. You be who you are. Let your light so shine. Let the beauty radiate through you. Be the lady that you are. And if it comes to the wedding bells ringing, then let them ring. But don't be threatened by anyone or anything. Hadessah became queen. With a jacked up past, she became queen. With no status, no experience to ever be queen. No royal background of becoming queen. She became queen. How much more can you, my sister, become queen to your king? Marry up. Have a blessed and prosperous day. And thank you for listening. If you enjoyed what I'm sharing, then I ask that you will please hit the subscribe button. It's red, and once you hit it, it will turn gray. There's a little bell next to it. If you want to be notified every time I post something new or I go live, hit that bell. If you like this conversation, give me a thumbs up. And if not, give me a thumbs down. Leave me a comment and let me know something that I could change, something I said that may have not been right or pleasing to you. I thank you for listening. Have a blessed and prosperous day.